Alright, so now welcome to our midlife crisis, where we're having a mid-game podcast. I mean, wait, I did that the other way around. Who cares? So yeah, this is the mid-game podcast. I'm your host, Rodrigo.
Name's Steve. Fernando.
Some call me Matthew.
Oh my gosh.
Original.
Are you trying to get sued?
Don't worry about
Don't worry about it.
it. Don't worry about it. So
How about all don't call me?
no one calls me Matthew.
I don't even know my name.
Either I go Marth or...
We just call you Matthew, alright?
So?
Youngling.
Alright, so today we're playing Super Smash Bros. Melee because we have no class.
Use me! Okay.
We're
Let's just say this, we're not professionals.
competitive.
We're not professionals. Wait, let me choose my character first. I'm not playing Puff, I stuck with Puff. And well, today's topic, well, it was originally gonna be fan fictions, but I said that's a joke, but Matthew wanted to. We're not gonna have any of that.
Hey, I know lots of good fanfic.
Actually, no. Well, I'll be playing as Black Market Mario. Anyways, so yeah, today we're gonna be discussing what's one of our favorite franchises. We're gonna go Final Destination.
Yeah. No.
Alright. Oh, we're gonna have fun today, aren't we? Oh, actually, you know what? Actually, wait. Let me set this one out because I'm gonna be talking first.
So why'd
Why'd I go in? Alright. So after that embarrassing suicide, Sam,
Oh my gosh, I can't jump.
we're discussing favorite franchises. And honestly, I did not really think this through, even though I already had the question in mind. So, one of my favorite franchises is I would have to go with Pokemon.
Damn it, that was very original.
Yes, I know, very original. Yeah, all of us are original. Yeah, none of this is gonna be original. What, I slow you, Steve?
Oh no.
Or do you want me to
You're
choose
starting
something
it.
else?
You're starting it.
Or do you want me to choose something else?
No, it's fine. I already have something else. Anyways.
All I can say is I love Pokemon. I've always loved. I've loved the franchise ever since I watched VHS tapes of like the anime.
What the?
Whoa!
Oh good.
And I I used to watch the series on an anime. Then later discovered the games. Well, I'm more of a fan of the games, which is essentially an RPG. Wait,
Stamina goes by fast.
of course it. Invisible. Actually, no, I'm saying this one out. Wait.
No,
Where was I? Wait, where was I? So yeah, Pokemon. It's essentially, in case you haven't been paying attention to the previous podcast, it's a role-playing game where you have to catch them all. And no, it's not some sort of like satanic thing, as like a lot of people like to put it out as.
You know what Pokemon is? It's a Shin Megami Tensei ripoff.
Excuse me.
You wish.
No, I mean SMT came out first, so.
But what's more? Here's the thing. What will have more of an impact? What's more popular?
Hey, I like SMT, so.
What's a worldwide phenomenon?
Pokemon is a cheap ripoff.
It got more popular, man.
Yeah, we don't care about your bias. Anyways.
You're pretty biased right there, man.
So are you.
I'm making a joke here, alright? But why? Alright.
I didn't even know what I was doing.
I'm talking here.
Okay.
We've only been for 3 minutes. Anyways.
Wow,
So yeah, you take. So yeah, most of the games. Well, essentially the mainline games. You take the role of a 10-year-old. That's a good.
Excuse me? They changed the age to 12?
10 to 12-year-olds. You're welcome. Who essentially has nothing better to do in his life and tries to catch every monster.
Monster?
Every pocket monster in the region because the professor can't do it on his own
Even though he's been studying Pokemon
for years. No, that's the thing with Professor Oak and Rowan. And so yeah, and then you also have a rival, which lately they've been nice to you, even though I prefer when they're dicks. I'm looking at Blue and Silver. And yeah, pretty much the goal is to just beat every gym.
I don't know what to do.
Well, this mostly applies to all the games. Stop laughing.
Okay.
This
is
is so bad.
This applies to all the games except for Sun and Moon. where you essentially have to go to every gym and beat the champion of the region.
I don't know how I got any kills.
And you have to get 8 gym badges, prove you're the best, to defeat some evil gang run by with some random schmuck, trying to take over the world.
I like your team.
Here's the single.
Wait,
Are you guys crazy?
Yes.
Hang on. Give me a read that.
So the thing is, I'm like Porky Pig right now. All right. Well, here's the thing. The teams are mostly hit or miss. With my favorite team Skull. Gotta love that Team Skull, right?
Yeah.
Best team.
Wait, what the hell?
Worst team is still Team Flare.
Oh, we have no Smash.
Oh yeah. I was trying to figure out what was wrong.
Well, we all know that the worst team is Team Flare.
They
You mean the fashion police?
Yeah,
they're
the fashion.
fashionable, so yeah.
The fashion. Yeah, let's put it this way: the fashion police. And the series' main gimmick is to set. What was that? What was that?
He just doesn't work without his.
Was that your hernia acting up? Yeah, I stole your joke.
That was me acting out.
No, it's your hernia. Anyways, so essentially the main gimmick of the series is pretty much just catch them all, like catch every Pokemon, complete the Pokedex.
Excuse me?
Thing is-
Did not happen in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
I say main series. I'm not talking about spin-offs.
I
I love the Mystery Dungeon.
I'm blue.
Blue. I have the red version. Anyways. Anyway,
Oh god.
well, completing the Pokedex in reality is just bragging rights. I mean, you don't really get anything. All you do is get a certificate. In the later games, you get the shiny.
Excuse me, I got my shiny charm.
I was gonna get to that. Thanks a lot. Later games, you get the shiny charm, which increases your chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon are essentially a rare variants. Some of the designs are hit or miss, but in reality, shinies are just
shiny.
no, they're bragging rights, to be honest.
Exactly, they're shiny.
And no, they're not really. Well, they have some sort of shiny effect, but that's only the beginning of a battle. Anyways, so like I said, essentially a role-playing game. You control. You control your Pokemon. You tell them what move to use. And despite it being a basic game, like a basic series,
There's a weird competitive.
it has a competitive scene. And don't get me started with the competitive scene.
horrible.
Got Natures, Ivies, Eevees.
I think you should leave it to the guy that actually does all that, me.
Shut up. You're not.
You just Wonder Trade them all?
No, that's the extras.
Oh damn it! I tried to hit lightning.
Get out of it. And yeah, the series essentially just became a worldwide phenomenon because of its gimmick. Well, did it become because of the whole catch 'em all thing? I don't know. Peach. Meanwhile, they're playing as Pokemon.
Temple.
Why should?
I don't know.
And well,
Oh god, which
yeah,
one?
the series has been successful. The series has been successful worldwide.
Oh, this is wow.
Yeah, this is interesting.
This is 2.
And also, a lot of Pokemon are very memorable. Although some are very forgettable for good reason.
Like Pichu.
Shut up.
Who cares about Pichu?
Adorable.
I tried
Yeah,
to-
it's adorable, but in Smash Brothers, an actual Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Wombo combo.
I don't really have much else to say about Pokemon. It's great. I mean,
Is it?
yes, it is.
really now?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's fun.
Have you ever? Yes, you have.
Sorry, this is a Christian.
And this is a
Two
Christian.
lightning bolts kill lightning.
Actually, no, cut that out. And we're back. I don't know how to censor things, so I'll just say, if someone tells you that it's only for kids, just tell them to just shut the front door. what was that? Out of context. Because trust me, if you look at the stories for Black and White, I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I'm pretty sure in the playback, I'm gonna realize. Oh wait, I should have said this, or I should have said that. So, who wants? Yeah, worst character. So, who's next? Who wants to go next?
Fernando.
Steve, you're going.
Steve Arena one.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Tiny.
FT, Steve.
Super sudden.
Alright,
Oh,
so
I'm back.
my favorite franchise, since it's
One.
gonna be
Well,
my,
it's one of them.
one of my favorite franchises. I was gonna choose Pokemon, but I let Rodrigo get that.
already.
But my favorite franchise, because this may be like a little bit
Choose Ganon.
offensive to some people,
How dare you?
it's Call of Duty.
Actually, I like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's good.
But which one?
Black Ops 2.
What's a small?
Hey, I started older games.
Corneria.
Game and Watch.
Yeah, I would do Pokemon, but Rodrigo's always funny. So basically, Call of Duty is. Wait, did you replace me?
Whoa, you're talking.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Call of Duty is a first-person shooter franchise. Is that right to say?
It's a first-person shooter franchise. They,
Yeah,
It's
for
an FPS.
FPS.
the games are more hit or the
Probably-
series is hit or miss. It's hit or
The
miss.
series is hit and miss. These recent games have not been kind. The best.
You mean they haven't been showing effort?
Yeah, except for Black Ops 2. That was the only good one. Then after that, I went to well, I'll explain it a bit. So basically, it's an FPS, usually just military environment. In the first few Call of Duty games, I've played like the earliest Call of Duty game I've played is Call of Duty 3.
So
And Call of Duty 3, that's basically yeah, it's World War II. But like the previous the earlier Call of Duty games also were World War II, but they started to later move on after.
What about the newest one, World War?
I'll get to that. Then Call of Duty 4 moved on to Modern Warfare, which Call of Duty 4 is Modern Warfare, but basically it went into Modern Warfare where like the current
But then
time.
it started to get weird because it started with Future.
We'll get to that. Anyways,
But we'll be talking about its downfall.
it's basically
soon.
like yeah, we'll talk about it now. It's still world. I'll talk about that later. But so basically, it started getting into the modern age, and then started going. And then after,
So bad.
so basically, I'm telling the order of the games. World at War. Call of Duty World at War was the first game that had zombies in it. And that was that was a game changer. Game changer. That was something good for Call of Duty. It was an extra game mode where you basically fought against a horde of zombies and tried to survive
Nazi
the longest.
zombies.
Nazi zombies.
Nazi zombies.
That changed later on, more or less. Except in Black Ops.
robots.
Yeah. But basically, it was an extra game mode that was fun and loved by the community. And, you know, it was great.
Bandit with John, right?
And then we got to Modern Warfare 2, where it was still pretty good.
The story was actually pretty good too.
Yeah, the story was good.
Super sudden.
Side comment:
Small characters.
no Russian. No Russian. No Russian.
The Russian.
If you want to know what I'm talking about, play the game or just look it up and make sure that there aren't any.
The game's not meant for kids.
Yes, it's not meant kid, especially that mission alone.
This, ironically, a lot of kids play it. Temple.
Uh-huh. COD.
Talking about some COD.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Casper. Asian Casper.
This is so bad.
Anyway, so after Modern Warfare 2, I'm just going down the order because these aren't the games I grew up with. I grew up with Black Ops 2, but that will come up later.
Blops.
Blops 2. But the game after Modern Warfare 2 was Black Ops, right? If I'm going in the right order. Yeah, I think it's Black Ops. And that was
Black Ops was after
Yeah. Modern Warfare 2? Or Modern Warfare?
2.
Yeah.
World at War was after Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I am right. So Black Ops like build upon the first Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops built like had a good story as well, in the sense of Cold War fashion, which is pretty interesting. And also a little gory-ish.
What do you mean gory? I've
don't
never
know.
played God of War.
Yeah.
I've never played Mortal Kombat.
You know what? Less gory than most others.
Gears of War.
No,
Gears.
Mad World.
Oh god.
The definition of red, what's black and white and red all over.
Anyways, so yeah, Black Ops, you know, same old, really, mostly with all these Call of Duties.
Same
But
old,
they
same
also-
old. You can say that about the entire franchise.
You can say that about a lot of franchises.
Good spot.
Of course, they
Oh my god.
they built them up. They like started improving their multiplayer in the sense that they the customization was much more than its previous predecessors. Actually, customization actually started in Modern Warfare, right? I'm not wrong, right? It's Modern Warfare, right? That's customization actually started with because in the past you didn't.
I mean, there was customization, but there was like just weapon loadouts, basically.
Yeah, basically. But in Modern Warfare, that's when real customization came out, like different weapons, like different primaries, that was different secondaries, and like different setups. But anyways, I backtrack. So Black Ops 1, they also had zombies because zombies was a Treyarch thing. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. So Call of Duty's produced was before Advanced Warfare, which we'll get to. That was produced by two developers? Is that right to say?
Developers.
Yeah, Treyarch and Infinity Ward. And I believe Treyarch started Call of Duty, right? I might be wrong. Probably am. But basically, so basically, what happens in this Call of Duty franchise is basically they switch back and forth with Infinity Ward and Treyarch. And Treyarch, they made a staple with their Call of Duties by implementing zombies. So that was something cool. So basically in Black Ops, zombies got way better. It was pretty much new things. Pack-a-Punch was introduced. Wait, Pack-a-Punch was introduced. Yeah, it was, right? I might be wrong. Pack-a-Punch might have been introduced in World at War.
It was in World at War. It was the second DLC, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the last one. It didn't appear till the Rise.
The Rise, yeah.
Oh, the last one. So that'd be the...
Wait, when were perks
that'd be the
introduced?
third one, then.
Were perks introduced in the second DLC as well?
Perks were introduced in the first one, actually.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so like I said, I don't know much about the past games, but I do enjoy the history of the franchise a lot. But now we'll move on to Modern Warfare 3, which was
Downgrade.
This is where people believe the franchise was going downhill. Actually,
Because it is.
hey, comeback possibility.
Possibility.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Possibility.
Anyway, so Modern Warfare 3, I did play a bit. I did play the story. It was
Playing Call of Duty campaigns?
hey, I do it.
I do that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the Call of Duty.
Don't worry.
Call of
fuck the
Duty campaigns aren't particularly the best now, right? Currently, but like in the past, they were pretty good. I think the last best Call of Duty campaign was Black Ops 2. We don't talk about Ghost though.
No.
What about Ghost?
Actually,
It's literally what it is.
I'll talk more in depth about those later games because.
Like Ghost?
So Modern Warfare 3, I did play multiplayer. It was
Ghost.
again same old, and I can't really say much about it either.
I'm done. I dare you.
But now we go on to the game, the Call of Duty game I started with, which was Black Ops 2. Man,
I did so bad.
it was a good place to start. Honestly, it was. Ooh, sunning down. It was a good place to start to play Black Ops 2 because the campaign was pretty good. It had branching stories, which was nice. You know, if you like that kind of stuff, if you're into that thing, you know. And then it transitioned back to the Path in the Future because it continued the story from Black Ops in the sense that you were the son of the main protagonist in the first Black Ops, and I forget his name because I believe it was Mason. Mason. Yeah, your son of Mason.
The numbers, Mason.
Tell me the numbers.
Yeah. And yeah, the campaign is really, if you want to play it, you should just go play. If you have an Xbox One, it's backwards compatible. Shouting that out. Xbox One is backwards compatible. I'm not sure if that's legal for me to say.
Oh god, what was that?
But anyway.
The arrows are overpowered in Southern War.
Where was I going to leave off? Yeah. So yeah, campaign, fine. Multiplayer, pretty good, I'd say. You know.
It's multiplayer. What do you expect?
Yeah, multiplayer. It was pretty broken in the beginning. I know that because when you use the cap, it was OP as hell. If you know what I'm talking about, the cap was a machine pistol, like a mini submachine gun. It was OP as hell. I always used it with a shotty because I'm a shotgunner myself. I prefer to use shotguns. Maybe. Yeah. Sometimes I mix it up by using a sniper and a shotgun because. Oh, and this is where they introduced the Pig 10 system, didn't they?
The what?
The Pig 10 system.
I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't Black Ops 2 introduce a pick 10 system?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong if anyone corrects me. If you want to correct me, probably will. So yeah, I'm gonna say that they did introduce a pick 10 system, which it limited how much stuff you can customize, but it was a way to balance the game in the sense that you can go all out in perks because in Call of Duty you get perks. You can go with perks like different perks that give you like defenses towards certain things like explosives, or you might get like advantages like you can sprint forever really, or sprint longer depending on what game you're playing. And then the game modes are fun. Best game modes ever were the party games, which involved sticks and stones. But that
I like break my bones.
sticks and stones may break my bones. Or
That was just the what's it called?
the best.
Ballistic.
Ballistic man.
Knife?
Da, 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 da. And then that was probably one of the game modes I played the most, along with the gun game when I was bored and wanted to wreck people. Because I'm a decent player in Call of Duty until someone else is better, and then I get wrecked. But anyway.
Decent until you get wrecked.
Yeah. And then the zombies. That was my favorite. DLC was good. Although this is a little thing about Call of Duty, the DLC is expensive.
You mean to cut out chunks of the game and try to sell it to you?
Exactly, Rodrigo. Right on point. My phone is ringing. Not really. Anyways, zombies was great. I mean, the first map they put into the base game, debatable. The first main map, but they compensated with the smaller maps. Like they cut off sections of the map to make them their own smaller map, because the main map that was put into the base game was large and had like many subsections. But that's kind of the thing with zombie maps. They're pretty large, but they're large for a reason. But the DLC later on, because zombies has a story that was introduced in Black Ops, the Black Ops, and then sort of touched upon in World at War. Not much, but and then they introduced like 4 main characters: Dempsey, Richtoff,
And
Takio, and Nikolai. The American, the Russian, the Jap, and the German.
Excuse me, he was Vietnamese?
He was.
No, he was Jap.
He was a Jap. He was Japanese, and
So fun.
I enjoyed it. Black Ops 2, probably the best Call of Duty game I ever played. There probably are better ones, but yeah. And then we move on to Ghost, where everything literally went downhill.
What about ghosts?
What about
Yeah,
Ghost?
what about Ghost? The developers are nothing but ghosts.
Ooh. Yeah, what are you talking about? Infinity War like that? Anyways, Ghost.
Someone must have done a ghost ritual. Or
So
something.
after Black Ops 2, I did play all the rest of the games until Black Ops 3 because I'm cheap and poor. That's about it. But for Ghost campaign, shifty.
No.
Dogs are OP. That's all I have to say.
Not there yet.
Dogs are OP in
Hey,
in Ghost. I'll say that. But the campaign was fine. They set up like a twist ending, which was supposed to set up for the next game. But I guess they were like, no.
Sorry,
One
Steve.
next
I'm
game.
gonna have to steal your main real quick.
Is it back to this?
Yeah. But so from here on out, I'm just gonna talk briefly because I don't want to spend too much time on this.
Like last time.
Yeah.
I still haven't even edited it.
God.
To work.
All right. Basically, Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer. It was
I hate this map.
fast time to kill. That wasn't necessarily a good thing. People might argue that it wasn't fast time to kill, but it was actually better hit detection. Maybe because people wanted better hit detection, but instead they got just fast time to kill. I'm like, okay. A lot of the guns were. I honestly thought they were underpowered. Like it made it harder to kill sometimes. No way. What am I saying?
What am I saying? I
No.
don't even realize what you're saying.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game franchise. No, yeah, I am thinking of a different game franchise. No, yeah, it was Fast Time to Kill, and there were like
This map is so bad.
there were only like some good guns that you could really use, and then once they introduced some a DLC gun, one certain DLC gun that like basically was overpowered. I'm talking about the Ripper, which was a submachine gun / assault rifle they can interchange.
What about the Ripper?
OP. And then Infinity Ward, because they were the developers for this game, they decided to add their own sort of zombies mode, but it wasn't zombies. It was
Robots.
no aliens. You're talking about a different.
I'm talking about a different one.
You're talking about COD Online, which is a different whole beast.
Porygon.
I think probably it's a China thing, so I won't talk about it. Wait, is it China or Japan? Or is it just Asian countries in general?
Holy shit, this map sucks. I honestly don't know, Steve.
Alright, so Aliens was... No, it was Extinction, that's what it was called. The game mode itself was called Extinction, and it involved aliens. And you trying to get to a certain goal by completing little waves once you dealt with these eggs, the eggs of the aliens. Was it the eggs of the aliens? I think it was the eggs, but it was like certain
Steve, I
barriers.
think
or-
you should wrap this up soon.
Fine, okay. Extinction, not bad. I did enjoy it a bit until the end. Until the end. And then this is where they started. They added another developer for the Call of Duty franchise, which was Sledgehammer Games.
You mean one that
That
was
one was better.
yeah, somewhat better.
So much better. And then they made Advanced Warfare, which was when they introduced exosuits.
You mean they try to be Titanfall?
Titanfall is better, anyways. I never personally played Titanfall, but anyways, Advanced Warfare story. They had Kevin Spacey. That was nice. Multiplayer, exosuits everywhere. Bell was OP at one stage. Here's someone, the gun. These are guns that were OP, and I think they're still OP sometimes. DLC weapons came and go. Oh, and this is where they started to add supply drops. That's a different thing we don't really want to talk about because it kind of ruined a lot of what Call of Duty had to offer. Because you basically were like, hey, I want to buy a gun, but supply drops? Okay, it's a random chance. Spend a lot of money. Hey,
Yeah, too short.
now I got a good gun. Anyways. And then Sledgehammer also added an extra game mode, which was zombies, but it was like a very weaker zombies experience. I really don't have much to say about that one. And after Advanced Warfare, it was Black Ops 3. And that's where my knowledge of Call of Duty goes off, because Black Ops 3 I didn't purchase.
You missed out, or you
I heard Black Ops 3 was pretty good-ish.
goodish?
Goodish.
Define goodish.
It was better than Advanced Warfare and Ghost. That's all I have to say. Doesn't mean it was better than Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 basically, Future, they added boost jobs.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Future. The Future started with actually the Future started with Black Ops 2, but not too much. But the Future started with Advanced Warfare.
Future.
Even
Even more
it's not your
Future.
3,000, it's your 6,000.
Uh-huh. And Black Ops 3 basically more zombies. From what I heard, good zombies. Multiplayer was decent. Campaign, from what I hear, it involves a train and some other stuff. Train. So, look, I'm not so versed with that one. And then after that was what we call the
Tide.
Oh, nice.
the split between the community. Really, not really a split.
Ah, don't you just love it when a community splits?
Infinite Warfare. My bad. Infinite Warfare, which was space and more space.
Space. When your series goes into space, you know you run out of ideas. Unless you're Mario.
And I don't know much about that one, so I really won't talk about it. But Call of Duty, I feel like Call of Duty might make a comeback because the next game in their
Mario.
Next,
Go back to Black Market Mario.
yeah, the next game in their
Who's Donkey Kong?
franchise is Call of Duty World War II, and that's being developed by Sledgehammer. And hopefully, they'll do a better job when they did.
You
Advanced
mean they're
Warfare.
going back to the roots?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Make Call of Duty great again. I don't have much to say except,
Some people
honestly,
say so far, just copying Battlefield.
hey, it's a good idea.
That was
though.
World War One. Was World War One?
Yeah, they're doing World War II. Get your facts straight.
You know people are tired of World War II.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. I might have taken
All right, who's next?
an age.
Holly.
So it's now
Yeah,
Matthew. You do it quicker.
And my battery's gonna die.
Again?
Boy.
Yes, this thing drains the battery.
Where's my power bank? Where's my backpack?
Anyway, the commission.
All right, Matthew, start it.
Okay, so favorite franchises?
One of them.
One of them?
Hey, let me guess. Should we go on Tensei?
How about let's talk about Fear.
Fear.
Fear. First Encounter Assault Recon. There are 3 Fear games.
Do you
fear? Do you fear? What?
Do you fear us?
I'm scared of you guys. Please get away from me. Help! Help! I need an adult.
Anyways.
Anyway, so Fear, it's actually F.E.A.R. which stands for First Encounter Assault Recon.
You already said.
Did I? Yes. I don't know. Anyway, Fear is like an FPS horror type game, and albeit you don't play it for the horror, you mostly play it for the excellent gameplay, because the very good AI for the time, and
What a trap here.
it's really good. I have all 3 games on Steam. I beat them all in like a weekend. Anyway, so it's a FPS, you know, I guess like you have your guns and you shoot stuff.
What are you talking about?
Fear. First Encounter Assault Recon. Yes.
I thought it stands for fuck everything and run.
Okay. Is that?
Isn't that what Mr. Smith said?
I don't. Anyway, so Fear is a FPS. Here, you play for me.
Pass it to Steve.
Anyway, so Fear is an FPS where you're basically a quote unquote normal guy who has heightened reflexes, and you gotta fight super soldier clones by yourself pretty much through most of the game.
Isn't that all for 3 shooters?
Kill everything. Kill everything you see.
Just kill everything basically. But no, you're part of this team called Fear. Yeah, the team is called Fear. I don't know what they expect. It's basically a government. It's a government team that actually deals with paranormal stuff. Because just in case. And basically, what happens is there's this guy called Paxton Fettel, and he's a genetically engineered psychic commander.
Psychic?
Psychic.
Like one of those fortune tellers and all that?
Like mind powers and stuff.
Just saying, Matthew. Don't make it too long because we're at like 30 minutes.
Anyway,
Alright.
if I make like 15, it's fine. And he's a psychic commander, but he basically escapes from his containment cell and so
you're one of those characters that's rebelling from the. Or I don't know. I don't even know what I'm
Actually, he was contacted by Alma, who is the main sort of ghost girl in the game. Alma.
Ghost girl.
Yeah.
Ghost girl.
She looks like an 8-year-old. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Hearing
I thought this game had a quality.
you mean moral? Well, it does have morals.
Morality.
It's a shooter, so
You're
you're killing a bunch of people. I don't know.
You know,
what
Matthew. Every time I hear 8-year-old girl out of your mouth, I'm afraid.
Hey, she only rapes you in the second game.
Excuse me.
Only.
Excuse me. We're not supposed to be that much descriptive on it.
I'm not even joking though.
Yeah, he's not.
That's the sad part.
No, but basically in the first game, your goal is to stop Paxton Fettel as he's like attacking a bunch of Arkham facilities. Arkham is I believe it's the company that actually created Paxton and the They created a single guy who can control an entire army and expected it not to go wrong, so it went wrong. Anyway, so what they basically is like, okay, you guys, you need to clean up our mess, and you go search for Fettel at a couple different locations, and like you have like an entire squad of soldiers with you, and then they just all get killed by a ghost. So you know that's kind of a problem. It's spoopy. No. There are honestly speaking, even though the game isn't primarily about horror, there are still some parts that spooked me. Like the freaking ladders. The game makes you paranoid about ladders.
And we're back.
And the game actually makes you kind of paranoid about ladders, because in every single game, including the expansions, there's a spoopy part that happens when you're climbing a ladder. Not even.
But I thought all FPS heroes climb the ladders only with their legs.
No, you actually do see your arms and legs and stuff when you're climbing.
So riveting. Last time I walked up on a ladder in a video game, my character was still holding the gun.
and they're also kicking at the same time.
Exactly.
Oh gosh.
No. Anyway, so basically, one of the main mechanics of Fear is that, as the whole slow-mo mechanic, you got like a limited meter to do slow motion. It's exactly what it sounds like. But you really do need to use the slow motion because the game is actually pretty damn hard, especially on hard. Although your melee is overpowered and you could kill like 3 soldiers with a single kick.
Yes, because you can do that in real life, right?
I guess you're a judo master. I don't know.
Judo? Judo doesn't that focus more on
Judo's for
throws?
throws.
I don't know. Do I look like I care about martial arts? I'm a freaking cripple.
Taekwondo.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
Come on.
Anyway, you basically eventually learn that Fettel is trying to find Alma's body. Yes, Alma, the ghost girl, who you also learn is your mother, while Fettel is your brother, which is an interesting development. And so you basically go to all these facilities, and then you find out, and then you also have to fight Arkham, the company that told you to clean up their mess, because they're trying to clean up their mess because turns out they're doing a bunch of illegal shit. So experimentation with the whole psychic commander thing and they're going to sell them to basically other countries. So I guess that's not okay. And actually, interestingly enough, all the clones are clones of Paxton, Fettel. But anyway, this is the worst map in the game. The freaking poke floats.
Why is this map stage?
Anyway, so what you basically do is you basically try to race Fettel to the Alma's area.
Are you always describing the first game?
Currently, I'm describing the first game.
Jesus.
I think you're going over a bit too long.
But anyway, yeah, you do end up shooting your own brother in the head, and then you fight, which deactivates all the clones because he's no longer controlling them. And then you go on this, and then you fight a bunch of hallucination. Throughout the entire game, you hallucinate. You have hallucinations caused by Alma because she's trying to stop you. So that she can be freed by Fettel, and she does end up freeing her, although you do end up killing him by shooting him in the head, and Alma's father is actually the one that ultimately frees her, although she immediately rips his flesh from his bone.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
Yeah, he leaves a nice puddle of blood everywhere. And then, while you're trying to, after you do that, you're like, holy shit, I need to get out of this place, because, pissed off dead chick. And, you do end up making it to the extraction point and escaping, but the facility detonates and your helicopter crashes. So, the facility detonates and then the helicopter crashing is actually the expansion pack. But yeah, you do end up escaping on a helicopter, but then as the one chick, I forget her name. This one chick says, "I wonder what happened to Alma." Alma literally appears on the helicopter and crashes it. So, and when you find her real body, she's actually a very dead 20-something-year-old. But sometimes she reverts to that 8-year-old form. So, it's a ghost thing. And in the second game, you're playing as this guy in a second fear team, Michael something. Michael something, and it actually takes place it actually starts right at the ending of the first game. You're trying to help out this chick who's the President Genevieve, who's the president of Arkham, and basically you end up getting knocked out by the huge freaking explosion and wake up in a hospital that's underground, and now you have limited psychic powers. So I guess that's pretty cool. And your whole goal is basically so you're basically trying to I say basically a lot.
So the basic gist of it.
The basic gist of it. There's a lot to it. I mean, there's the whole Arkham is still trying to cover their own tracks, and then the clones are trying to attack you, which isn't a very pleasant experience for you. And because of what Genevieve does, basically she increases your psychic reading and tunes it to Alma. Which, what it does is makes you act as a beacon for all the cloned soldiers, as well as Alma herself. So basically, you have to go through the entire game, and she tries to rape you on multiple occasions.
What?
What is it you and rape?
I'm not the one who created fear, so she does try to rape you on multiple occasions. But if she does, it's basically you'll die, because she'll basically absorb your power.
Matthew, I'm about to have a seizure. And a stroke.
A seizure and a stroke.
At the same time.
That's very unusual.
Now if I don't show up next time, now you know why. Anyway.
But yeah, so basically, so then you basically have to you meet up with this guy who's like, hey, look I think I can figure out how you can kill Alma. Genevieve, the president of Arkham, wants to capture Alma to basically use her as a bargaining chip to keep her position. Or as he puts it, or as one other character puts it, she's trying to end the world to preserve her freaking resume.
What?
Basically, that's it. So you learn about this. You learn about this Arkham facility that can boost your psychic potential to potentially. Your name is Michael Beckett. That's what it is. Michael Beckett.
Are you still on the second game?
I'm still on the second game, and you try to do it, and it turns out to not be It turns out to not be pretty good. Because even though you get to the facility, Genevieve is there, and
There it goes.
don't drop your shit. She's there, so she ends up shooting your partner. And but before she can trap you, Alma shows up, kills her, and then rapes you.
What the? Again.
While she forces you into a psychic fight into a hallucination battle with your old friend. So
Does that happen while you're getting raped?
While you're getting raped.
Oh God.
This is intriguing.
Yeah. She
Like
does.
I said, I'm about to have a seizure and a stroke at the same time.
Alma does try to seduce you on multiple occasions, but she's kind of a rotting corpse, so it's not very effective. I mean, unless you're a necrophiliac who's into that type of thing.
I didn't realize we were gonna cross that line in this thing.
Matthew, you might need to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Is this-
I haven't gotten to the third game yet.
Who cares?
Do it on the quiz.
Okay. Anyway, so then the second game you get raped, and then at the end it basically shows she got pregnant. You got a ghost pregnant. Deal with it.
Even though that's physically impossible.
Yeah, and then in the third game you play as the fear.
The headsets would say otherwise. Anyways.
Anyway, in the third game you play as the protagonist from the first game, whose name is actually Point Man.
Point man?
Point Man.
It's almost as great as Doom Guy.
he only goes by Point Man.
Think of it like in the movies. Character number 1.
The third game is kind of not as great because it's more consoleized. You don't have you have regenerating health like Call of Duty instead of an actual health bar like the previous two Fear games. But it still has the whole slow-mo mechanic, which is still necessary. But it turns into more of a cover shooter, you know, hiding behind cover and shooting stuff. But anyway, so yeah, you also have your brother that helps you, the one that you shot, Paxton Fettle. He can use and you can do 2-player where you can do your Point Man and Fettle, where he uses his psychic powers. And basically what happens throughout the game is Alma's going through labor. And basically it's not a very good thing because her psychic potential is enough that her going through labor is basically ripping the fabric of time and space itself.
I see that God's trying to interfere with this, just realizing his biggest mistakes.
So getting a ghost girl pregnant can destroy the fabric of...
A ghost girl pregnant,
Can
yeah.
destroy the infrastructure of the entire universe?
Yeah, so basically your character who still doesn't speak, even though he has like a full model on everything, and he's actually shown in cutscenes, who still is silent throughout the entire game.
So even when he's raped, he's silent.
No, the second game was a different protagonist.
Oh.
Who was silent while he was being mind fucked, and actually fucked.
I get it. I know, but
And I lost my train of thought. But he does appear in the third game where it shows that he was actually very disturbed by the whole getting raped thing. And
Gee, I wonder why.
I mean it was a dead girl, so figures.
Of course, well, if like you get raped by a dead girl, of course you're gonna do something to your mind.
Yeah.
Unless if it doesn't, then
Anyway, so Arkham is trying to basically they think that it's a great idea to try to capture Alma because that went perfectly well in the second and first game.
Didn't work the second time. Let's do it again.
Yeah, and this time, and the game has actually quite harder enemies, like that have like shields and that can walk through walls, disappear, and fly.
What are you trying to do? Shoot a ghost?
Yes.
But when you're playing as Paxton, they're just so easy because then you just possess everybody.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Let's get the Ghostbusters in.
But yeah, so eventually you make it through to Alma, and like after fighting the ghost of your dead father, I almost forgot to mention your father is Alma's father.
What?
Yes.
Wait. Whose fault? Wait.
The genetic material for you came from Alma's father.
Which protagonist?
Both you and
You're gonna
Fedel.
jump.
Alma's father, his genetic material was used to create you and Fedel.
So both protagonists?
Incest, my dear
God.
Watson.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are multiple characters, or enemies comment
You
on
might need to
this.
wrap this up. Wait, check how much time.
I can't because it's.
Give me this.
Anyway.
Mid game podcast behind the scenes. Yeah. You're gonna have to
I'll wrap this up.
10
real quick.
minutes.
I'll wrap this up real quick. So then, yeah, eventually you get to Alma, and you can, depending on which character you're playing as or how good you did, you can basically get the Point Man's ending or Fedel's ending, Fettel's ending, he possesses Point Man and takes the baby for him to raise himself, and then eats Alma's corpse.
What?
And then the Point Man's ending, you decide not to kill Alma. You do shoot Paxton in the head again. So again. And you do take the baby to raise it yourself, and Alma decides to fade away happily.
I got lost after you said the protagonist gets raped like in the second.
But yeah,
And then what's the third ending?
there's only 2 endings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good ending, the good, or the bad.
Yeah, it depends on which character you're playing as. But yeah, it's a fun game and I recommend it. Get raped by a ghost chick.
Next, okay.
Fernando!
Yay!
Yay!
Like 10 minutes.
Alright, 10 minutes to do a game.
These two went up forever.
Yeah, thanks you two. Alright, good game. I think in the honors of doing it fast, I might as well just say my favorite series is the Sonic series. You don't know what the Sonic series is? Well, the Sonic series is basically pretty much you're a blue hedgehog that runs really fast, who protects named Sonic the Hedgehog, who's blue for some reason. You're trying to stop the
and
evil
has one of the
Dr.
most
Robotnik.
divided fan bases in like existence.
Yes, it's horrible. You're trying to stop the evil Dr. Robotnik, who literally looks like a
Eggman.
freaking egg. Oh, I'm sorry. He literally looks like a
We live in
freaking
Japan,
egg.
okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And he has the IQ of what, 500?
300.
Yeah, he has the IQ of 300, yet he
You
can't.
wish he had 500.
Yet he can't outsmart a blue hedgehog. But he runs faster than the blue hedgehog, even though Sonic is supposed to be the fastest thing alive. Besides, pretty much the gimmick of Sonic 1. Sonic 2, the guy came back. What else he
What
got?
about Sonic before the sequel?
Those aren't canon.
Yeah, that's a fan.
Yeah, Sonic 2 comes in where this time Sonic gets a new friend named Tails, who's a fox with just 2 tails pretty much that can fly, and who is
We don't know.
he's also pretty smart and makes
Smart
machines.
8-year-old.
Yeah, smart 8-year-old fox who's was totally not missing from his house and not abducted. Let's see, Eggman comes back. Then you see that Eggman built a machine to counter you. That's supposed to be perfect in every way. Metal Sonic. Oh, Silver Sonic. Sorry.
Get it right.
Yeah, you head off into space, destroy what is known as the Death Egg, his home base.
Which is obviously isn't a Death Star ripoff.
Yeah, it's a Death Star ripoff.
Obviously not a Death Star ripoff.
What do? You collect all the Chaos Emeralds, and they do pretty much nothing.
Turn to Super Sonic.
Yeah, Super Sonic.
Which obviously isn't a Super Saiyan ripoff.
You don't even use Super Sonic in the last stage.
And the ending.
Yeah, you just only use it till the ending. That's all that it is.
But you get to use it in the levels.
Which meanwhile, back in the first game, the Chaos Emeralds.
You only
that
had
collected-
6.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing.
It only gave you the good ending.
Yeah, the good ending, which was pretty much the whole place turned into flowers and everything.
Lots of
Then
flowers.
comes the biggest one, Sonic 3. Which Sonic 3 was...
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Guys,
Knuckles?
and Knuckles. And
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
That's a meme for another day.
Yeah, which is apparently just the guy. You're off into a new area called Angel Island, which is literally a floating island that has many places apparently.
Angel is.
Yeah.
And it's floating because of a giant stone.
Of a
Well,
giant
gem.
Chaos Emerald apparently.
Master.
The Master Emerald. So Eggman finds out about that and he tries to steal it and
blames it on Sonic.
and blames it on Sonic when there's a new
Because Knuckles is very gullible.
new character introduced named Knuckles, who's an echidna, even though echidnas do not look like how he looks. He has dreadlocks for hair, and he glides for some reason.
And is associated with rap music.
Yeah, later on in
Which
the
is
game.
why some people like to call him Blackers.
Yeah. His gimmick is that he can wall climb, and he has...
He can glide while climbing his power.
His gloves they have spikes for some reason.
What do you think?
And he protects the Master Emerald, even though I'm pretty sure he's the last of his kind, because you never see him ever again.
Keep going.
Yeah, then pretty much the story's all over the place in Sonic 3 because you get introduced to Mecha Sonic.
Not Silver Sonic.
Yeah, not Silver Sonic.
For some
this
reason
time.
became a god in the Super Mario Bros. Z.
What is Super Mario Brothers Z?
We'll tell you after.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a forgotten project.
Keep going.
Yeah, Mecha Sonic, who apparently also is after you, getting.
Who essentially is a better metal / Silver Sonic when reality is not.
this. Oh yeah, Sonic CD happened, which eventually Sonic 3 and Knuckles is just depends who you pick on the story.
No. Sonic's story happens first, then it's Knuckles.
Oh. So Sonic's first, where it's the same old stop Eggman. You don't meet Mecha Sonic entirely. You just see him for one.
No. You're describing Knuckles.
No, you really only see Mecha Sonic once in the Sonic story.
Same thing with Knuckles.
Oh. Yeah, pretty much. You need to try and get all the Chaos Emeralds again before the Angel collapse. The island collapses apparently.
No, because he wants to build a death egg because I don't know.
He actually does complete brilliant
Reasons.
He wants he rebuilt the death egg because I don't know.
He wants to rule the Death Star.
Yeah.
Roll the Death Star. Alright, keep going.
Keep going.
I mean, like, it's just pretty much the same. Stop Eggman from doing this and
Then
all
there's
that.
Sonic Adventure, which decided to actually have a story.
Then come Knuckles' story, where it's pretty much the same thing, except you're after a
Egg
robot.
robot.
An egg
Egg
robot.
Alright, Ganondorf, Warlock Punch only.
Yeah. Pretty much just Knuckles' story, you're after a robot instead of
Egg
Eggman.
robot.
Warlock Punch only, guys.
Yeah. Then you learn that the story expands even more to a whole other area, which would eventually lead up to a Sky Sanctuary area, which is literally what it says. And you
Broke the code.
You run up there and you reach the Death Star ripoff, which would eventually lead off to Sonic having to chase Eggman in space.
In space. And
Remember, once
breathe in
your
space.
game starts in space.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for the original series. I'm only talking for the original series. I don't want to go into more in depth on it because we're running out of time. No, shut
Then
up.
Sonic Adventure comes.
Yeah, okay. See you later. Bye.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
What do you mean?
Sign us off.
Oh. You don't want to get into the later series?
No, I said
Or
the
even-
original.
Where it gets to even more of a mess?
Yes, it's more of a mess. I feel like people should only play the original.
Sonic Boom.
So Sonic Boom is its own
Yeah,
thing.
Sonic 06.
Sonic and the Dark Chronicles.
And the Black Knight. Or is it Secret
Sonic
Lair?
06.
The Sonic community just has to be one of the worst. I mean, it's so divided. Anyways,
And Cancer.
that too. Anyways,
Anybody?
I'm trying to sign it off here. We'll discuss this after. So yeah,
How about Miku in a Sonic suit?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's a
Out of here.
About it.
Out of here. All right. We're done. Okay, we're done.
Wait,
We're done.
we need to sign off.
That's what I'm trying to sign off here. Okay, so this is Rodrigo.
This is Steve.
Fernando.
I'm pretty sure I'm Matthew.
You're pretty sure you're Matthew.
Some call me Matthew.
Other people call him.
Okay, we're done.